Hey y'all, it's me, Rito. Hey, how clear is your vision of Jesus? Well, this is something we talked about in our men's group Bible study at church last night. There's this really cool section in Mark 8. There are these three accounts that kind of seem separate, but I really think they're put next to each other on purpose to show a point. Let me briefly try to explain this and then come back to the question, how clear is your vision of Jesus? So this is right after the feeding of the 4,000, and Jesus is getting back into the boat to take his disciples back across the lake, and he tells them to beware of the yeast of the Pharisees. He's warning them to be careful of the teaching of the Pharisees because it can lead them astray. The disciples think that he's really just talking about bread. Said, oh man, we forgot to bring bread, so he's asking us why don't we have any bread? He's like, you guys still don't get it. You don't know who's with you. Look, we just did a miraculous feeding. You don't need to bring your own bread. So then they get to their next destination, and Jesus heals a man, and he's blind, and it takes 2 tries for the guy to really fully see. And that's caused some confusion for me and for a lot of other people, because Jesus bats 1,000. When he goes to heal somebody, it's instant and it's perfect and it's complete and it's lasting. And so Jesus touches the guy, and he can kind of see, but it's fuzzy. And so then Jesus touches him again, and it's clear. And so the next section, Jesus is asking the disciples, who do people say that I am? And they're like, well, some people say you're John the Baptist raised from the dead. Some people say Elijah, this, that, the other. Cool. Who do you say that I am? And Peter says, you are the Messiah, the Christ of God. And what this is really about, all 3 of these sections work together as one because it's about clarity of vision. Even after everything the disciples have seen, the incredible healings and feedings, they still don't get it. They still don't really see who Jesus is. And then in the middle of this, you have this blind man, and Jesus touches him once, and there's certainly some progress, but he has to have another encounter, another touch from Jesus for his vision to become totally clear. And then just like that, the disciples figure out Jesus really is the Messiah. He is God's anointed one. So the question is, how clear is your vision of Jesus? If it's not very clear, get into the presence of Jesus. Get in with his people. Go worship at a Bible-believing church. We'd love to welcome you at Simple Church in Tulsa if you're in the neighborhood. Get into the Word, connect with other believers, do the things that will draw us closer to Jesus to help clear our vision, because